Nunin, episode 3 of Boondocks. I just watched episode 2 about R. Kelly. That was a bit more heavy and crazy. So I wonder what episode 3 is going to be. Is it going to be more lighthearted or continue with this more heavier tone? I have no idea. Or more just character development. Actually, that's true. The first episode was a lot about like introducing these people, and the second one was just going in, knowing what this is, and actually trying to say something about something. So I wonder what episode 3 is going to be like. It's a very good show. I think it's super nuanced, which is very interesting. I genuinely think this show is actually showing a European, a Nordic, a Finnish white dude like myself some new perspective on American people, American culture, and Black Americans. I genuinely think so. Of course, I'm not going to like assume everything is correct and everything is on the nose or perfect. I know it's exaggerated, it's comedy, humor, jokes, but you know what I mean. It's that little nuanced thing that if you already have some idea about something and you kind of get a new perspective, it just adds on. It just adds on more info, adds on more perspective, which is good. But let's go with episode 3. I have no idea what to expect. Let's see. I have no idea.
What's that to help a woman in need?
Porn star? I mean, I guess that's pretty much what it is. You dress like a hooker, that's probably what it is. Yeah, it's very on the nose.
Yeah, I'd rather not. My name's Cristal.
I mean,
like the champagne?
Yeah. There really is something about
It's edible.
this show like makes me, oh yeah, so she's buying stuff for a show or something. It makes me feel uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know why.
Will this be cash or charge?
Yeah, cash. So is she looking for a sugar daddy or what? Or selling for a show or something, you know? I'm curious to see where this goes.
You do realize that light-skinned hoe is a hoe, right, Granddad?
Hey, that's such a kid thing to do, though, right? It's like, I thought this was a normal word. That's what I thought. I assumed he was gonna. You can't say that to a kid.
Granddad, have you asked yourself why a 20-year-old girl would want to go out with a man your age?
That's what I'm asking.
Game?
That's what I'm doubting.
What about the game, Granddad? Game, recognized game, and you looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
It's a pretty funny way of putting it.
Granddad, can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I do wonder where it goes, because is she looking for a sugar papa or like what? There's a lot of detail in that dress design that it was like lopsided on her TD.
Baby says bag is $90, a tea bag is $50. But I'll have to ask you to excuse me right now. See, I'm kind of, on a real date.
The fuck is a doggy bag?
You know,
The fuck does that mean?
I don't ever remember seeing Granddad with a woman. There was a time when
Yeah, I was wondering because we didn't really talk about that, what his relationship situation was.
I got to pay to take him out to eat then. I mean,
That's a whole conversation young guys are gonna have.
Payment? I don't know, because that's just what you do.
That is a whole argument. Again, that reminds me of Butters. Butters had that whole argument when he was going to that pimp conference.
I don't really like to talk, but you gotta go.
I just realized people are like looking at her.
Yeah, taking pictures. That's how it starts, taking bitches out to eat.
Oh yeah, because they were in a rich. Yeah, they were in a rich supermarket too. Yeah. They were in a rich supermarket.
I love this place. I never want to leave. Is there
Yeah, so it's a big place. Oh, fuck. God. Yeah. Anything to eat, she still wants more.
I wanted Granddad to have finally found love in his life, but I've never been one to ignore the obvious. Granddad was trying to turn a hoe into a housewife.
Yeah. See, that's what the argument is. That's the conversation. I see. Yeah. Turn a hoe to a street cat into a house cat, right? Yeah. Honestly, I can see it being tough, especially if you've already like experienced your relationships or whatever. He has grandkids and you got time and all that, and suddenly this super hot young thing is like super attracted, does that to you. It would be kind of hard as a guy not to want to believe that she just finds you super awesome and all that. Like, I can kind of see that. And I do think there is this thing of guy ego that we all kind of hope that we could actually pull that off. I think it is the reverse of a woman looking at a bad boy and thinking that she can change him. Like, I can fix him. I think this is the reverse of that, right?
Fake ass Mariah Carey.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta beat kids, though. I mean, not physically in games. I mean, yeah, fair. I didn't even think about the fact that she was just drinking it straight for the carton.
Has
Yeah.
got to go. Granddad, does she duck under the table every time a dude in a purple suit walks in?
Yeah. So she's in trouble. Oh, past due. Yeah, so she's in trouble.
Really fast in high heels.
I don't know. Average speed, I guess.
Race you to the car.
That's such a... Now that's funny. Never even thought about that, but that's fucking funny.
I had relations with Cristal last night.
Ew.
Uh...
Would you share that? How am I supposed to have nice dreams tonight, man?
And she didn't charge me a dime.
Well,
Ready to go shopping again?
You betcha.
that is the Butters argument as well, right? You gotta pay stuff, give her stuff and all that, you know, but this is more literally just somebody using, obviously.
I need you to get the hell up out of here.
Any
True.
particular reason?
You're kind of a lazy hoe.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know why my granddad can't see it.
I can't do that.
I'm sorry?
You guys have the life, and I want the life too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
I bet
our
there's a lot of
life.
people
We're
like that.
his family. Do you realize I'm doing prostitute laundry? Do you have any
Yeah.
idea how disgusting that is?
True.
Look.
And even that
this
she's
is an
not doing that
adjustment for
herself.
everyone. I can do things to persuade your granddad that you can't do.
Like what?
Yeah.
Never mind, I don't really want to know.
I don't know. When
Cutie
a
pie.
gal has her claws in you, I think it's very difficult for a guy to
I
listen.
can't believe you would digitally alter pictures of me.
Boy, that ain't nothing but Photoshop. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
Don't they like me? I try so hard with them.
Yeah. That is crazy though, like how many situations there are that guys get into trouble with each other because of lack of a better word, hoe,
To know you don't have many days
Beatles, to whatever,
Cristal
right?
makes me happy. Why would you want to take that away from me?
But some guys do have that delusion. I think the pimp just has to. They have to tell the pimp. Yeah, I was gonna say they have to tell him at some point.
Who is this
Such a weird
Nigga,
thing.
are you deaf? I'm a pimp named Slickback. Say it with me now.
I feel I've heard that audio somewhere.
Your pimp.
I'm a hoe. Come on, bitch, now.
A
Yeah.
pimp named Slipback. Could I please have a minute?
A minute. Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord,
Pimp's
please
prayer.
pray for the soul.
Yeah. I was gonna say that'll be very uncomfortable to see that. Oh yeah, he does beat his
You ain't gonna
beat
get
his
no woman in
kids.
my house.
Yeah,
What
that's fair.
woman, sir? This here is a hoe.
Not in this house, he's not.
That's fair. That's totally fine. Yeah, I respect that. I wouldn't let that happen either. Yeah.
11,
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's very easy to
9.
change your lifestyle.
You coming
Not saying in a good way, just
Of course.
yeah. She'll say whatever you want to hear.
Thanks for
That's
trying
what
to
her
save
job
me.
is. The art is so interesting because it's like a mix of American art and then anime.
She sure can run in those heels.
That's such a funny joke. I have never thought about that. I'm sure I've heard it before, but I've never thought about it in this kind of context. That's so...
Feel the burn.
Yeah, episode 3. That's what I was wondering. I was thinking it's probably going to be a bit more about like the character development or like who are they, what are they doing? Because I know that they probably said a lot more than I remember about like their situation, why they moved there and all that. But still, it's like who are they? Who is the granddad? And why is there no woman in the picture and all that kind of stuff? So yeah, that I had an inkling for that. It's going to be a bit safer episode than from the second one, which was a bit heavy. But obviously, I think that's also a lot of references and conversations, not just about black culture, but like in general about guys. When you have a bit more status, somebody else wants to use you, want to take it from you, take you for a ride, and obviously a guy who starts having something to show that there might be a, well, again, lack of a better word, a hoe who might use that, right? And as a guy, how, yeah, sure, somebody might be not necessarily even malicious or evil. It's just, well, why not? Why not use that? And then I think a lot of guys might have that ego, which is the opposite for women, which is for women, it's more about, I can save him, I can change him, I can fix him. Whereas for a lot of guys, it's more like, I am that cool. cool. I could get a hot woman, right? Where it's like, yeah, sure, but at the same time, why would that be the case, you know? And I think for a lot of rich people, it's the same thing. Think about Johnny Depp, Will Smith, Prince Harry from England, all these like highly powerful, famous men who have, at the very least, a difficult situation with their women. I'm not saying they're all the same in the same situation. I'm just saying that it does seem like a woman's situation can be very serious for a guy. So yeah, interesting topic. Not as crazy as some of the other ones, but I think that was also a bit more human, jokey, right? So I'm very curious to see where the show goes, because there's like 4 seasons of it, so I wonder like how much of character development we will have. Obviously Huey, now I know his name, Huey is the Afro kid, probably just call Afro, Dreads, and Grandpa, but he definitely shows some humanity, and he seems to be the more conscious person, the protagonist of the story, right? Look at things through his perspective. I guess he's the narrating one in the beginning and the end anyway, so it's kind of his story, his perspective, his growth, which I assume is the content that the creator of the show, him growing up or whatever. Very interesting. Let's go and see episode 4. Thank you very much.